Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Cowboys signing RB who scored 11 TDs in Pro Bowl season. The Dallas Cowboys lost running back Rico Dowdle in free agency after the Carolina Panthers signed him on a one-year, $6.25 million deal. Now the Cowboys have landed a former Panthers RB to take Dowdle's place. Dallas reached an agreement on a one-year deal with veteran running back Miles Sanders, according to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler on X. The terms of the contract were not immediately announced. Sanders was selected in the second round of the 2019 draft by the Philadelphia Eagles. He spent the first 4 seasons of his career in Philly, becoming the team's lead rusher. In 2022, Sanders ran for a career-high 1,269 yards and scored 11 touchdowns, en route to a Pro Bowl nod. After the season, he joined the Panthers in free agency on a 4-year deal. In Carolina, Chuba Hubbard emerged as the lead back, limiting Sanders to a reserve role. In 27 games with the team over 2 seasons, he ran for just 637 yards and scored 3 touchdowns. This offseason, the Panthers cut Sanders in a move that saved Carolina $5.23 million against the salary cap. Now he'll return to the NFC East as a member of the Cowboys. Dallas was in need of running back depth after deciding not to retain Dowdle, despite his 1,000-yard campaign in 2024. The Cowboys did add Denver Broncos veteran Javonte Williams on a one-year, $3 million deal in free agency. Sanders, who's 3 years older than Williams, is slated as the RB2 in Dallas at the moment. Of course, the draft could change the Cowboys' running back setup. Dallas is rumored to be interested in Ashton Jeanty. The Boise State rusher is considered the top back in the upcoming draft, and he could be available when the Cowboys are on the clock with the 12th pick. It's unlikely that the additions of Williams and Sanders would deter Jerry Jones from taking a running back early in the draft. Dallas is still working on an extension for star pass rusher Micah Parsons. However, the team recently lost veteran defender DeMarcus Lawrence to the Seattle Seahawks, who signed him to a 3-year, $42 million contract. Since his departure, Lawrence has been outspoken about not being able to win a Super Bowl with the Cowboys. This caught Parsons' attention, and the beef between former teammates has become personal. DeMarcus Lawrence delivered harsh parting shots for his former employer, the Dallas Cowboys. The newest Seattle Seahawks signing via NFL free agency didn't mince words about the Cowboys' Super Bowl chances. The longtime Cowboys pass rusher hopped on the Hawk Blogger podcast with Brian Nimhauser Thursday. The veteran made his media rounds for the first time since Lawrence signed the blockbuster $42 million deal. While Lawrence revealed he hasn't had enough time to debunk his emotions in leaving Dallas, he still took jabs at his former team. Change of scenery is always good. Dallas is my home, it's my family's home, but I know for sure I wasn't going to win a Super Bowl there, Lawrence shared. Lawrence wasn't through. He faced the camera and let out a "we here" statement, further jabbing the Cowboys. NFL writer proposes a Stefon Diggs scenario for the Cowboys that's too good to be true. The Dallas Cowboys are fortunate to have CeeDee Lamb in their wide receiver room, but in order to elevate his game, they need to add a weapon who can open things up for him. Nick Brinkerhoff of USA Today had a suggestion that would definitely pique Cowboys fans' interests, linking Stefon Diggs to Dallas. The Cowboys are still on the hunt for a receiver that can take some attention away from Lamb, and the well is running dry. Diggs might be coming off an ACL tear, but going from Houston to Dallas makes plenty of sense, especially with his brother, Trayvon Diggs, already on the Cowboys. Brinkerhoff made good points here, bringing up Trayvon Diggs and the fact that Stefon Diggs spent the 2024 season in Houston. He wouldn't have to move out of the state of Texas if he decided to join the Cowboys for the 2025 season. Diggs, a 5th-round pick by the Vikings in the 2015 draft, played in Minnesota for the first 5 years of his career before landing with the Bills for the next 4 years. Diggs played in some big games during his Bills tenure, but his theatrics eventually got him traded to Houston, where he was having a decent year before suffering an ACL injury midway through the 2024 season. As of this writing, the Cowboys starters at wide receiver would be Lamb, Jonathan Mingo, and Jalen Tolbert, so, yes, Diggs would be a huge addition to their offense. Dallas might be able to get Diggs on an affordable contract too, considering he's 31 and coming off an ACL injury. It really does feel like this signing makes too much sense not to happen. That being said, Brinkerhoff also listed the Chargers and Patriots as teams that make sense for Diggs as well, so the Cowboys aren't the only one being discussed as an option for him. Let's hope Jerry Jones can make this happen and give Dak Prescott a solid weapon for the 2025 season. Dan Quin clowns Cowboys with genius signing after brutal Kaiir Elam trade. You have to give the Dallas Cowboys credit for one thing: they have been selectively aggressive since the start of the legal tampering period. The aggression really entered the picture on Wednesday when Dallas signed former Bears linebacker Jack Sanborn, who will reunite with Matt Eberflus. Sanborn is comfortably the best move the team has made this offseason, but the front office wasted no time raining on that parade when it traded for a pair of first-round busts, cornerback Kaiir Elam, who comes over from Buffalo, and LB Kenneth Murray Jr., formerly of the Titans. The Murray trade in particular has really drawn the ire of Cowboys fans. He is among the worst linebackers in the NFL defending the run. That said, taking a flyer on Elam is just as questionable after his nightmarish Bills tenure. While Dallas was busy acquiring first-round busts, Dan Quin and the Commanders signed longtime Patriots cornerback Jonathan Jones in one of the better moves of free agency day 3. A former undrafted free agent, Jones is one of the more underappreciated Patriots of the last decade. He arrived as an undrafted free agent in 2016 and leaves a two-time Super Bowl champ and one of the team's best defensive backs of the last decade. Jones is a significant upgrade for Washington's secondary, which was very generous against the pass last season. The Commanders just released Benjamin St. Just, who started 45 games the last 4 seasons, and likely won't bring back veteran Michael Davis. Jones has the ability to play inside and out. He played 422 snaps out wide last season compared to 139 in the slot, per Pro Football Focus. He also packs a punch against the run and rarely misses an open field tackle. He's a smaller cornerback like Jordan Lewis, but plays with a similar bulldog mentality that made him a prominent leader in the Patriots' locker room. The terms of Jones' contract have not been revealed as of this writing, but we're hard-pressed to think it's a lofty salary given he'll turn 32 in September. Even so, it's a one-year deal, so Washington isn't committed to Jones beyond next season. This is the kind of signing you would like to see Dallas make. Instead, they are trading a bunch of day 3 picks for first-round reclamation projects. Thus, the difference between a serious and an unserious organization. And you, fan? What do you think about Dan Quin's situation? Write to us in the comments.